Hey financial warriors, welcome to the show. Now we're coming to the end of the year and I have been busy adding up all the money I made in 2022 as a financial YouTuber and obviously my expenses too in order to do my taxes. But since YouTube gives us so much data, we can actually already see pretty much how much money we made in 2022 from YouTube ads alone. I know there's about a week left of the year, but pretty much there. So in this video, I want to show you the amount of money I made on YouTube through YouTube ads alone throughout the year. I want to show you the ad rates I was getting in the YouTube finance niche, because YouTube has different niches where you get different rates. And I want to show you some of the strategies I used as a medium-sized YouTuber with about 200,000 subscribers. And hopefully this will help some of you who are thinking of getting into YouTube to understand the reality of the profession. But first of all, if you like money, you'll love the fact that you can get up to 12 free stocks for opening an account and depositing any amount of money with the stock brokerage app Webull. It's a commission-free stock trading app with much better charts and tools than the competition. We won't mention any names, Robinhood. But anyway, these 12 stocks could be worth up to $30,000. Luck of the draw what you get. Link is below if you're interested. All right, so I want to start by showing you the ad rates that we get in the finance niche. How do we achieve those rates? Then I want to show you how much I made off of a recent viral video that I had at the beginning of December. And then finally, I will show you how much money we made in the whole of 2022. So let's start with CPM. So CPM means cost per mil, and it basically means cost per 1,000 views. And this is how much advertisers are paying to YouTube for every 1,000 views on my monetized videos. Right now, we are at $34, and that's actually a very high figure since we are literally in the highest paying niche on YouTube, all right, finance videos. Compare it to the CPM on my ski channel, which is $9.22, less than a third of what we're getting in the finance niche. So basically anything to do with finance, business, especially things like Amazon FBA, they pay a lot on YouTube. And my channel is basically just reviews of credit cards and financial products. So it fits right in to where the high paying ads are. Now, on top of that, you will see here that CPM is currently 9% higher than the previous 28-day period. And that is because we are in the last quarter of the year, okay? And advertisers allocate a larger budget to quarter four because you've got Christmas, Thanksgiving, all the holidays in quarter four. And we're currently in the last month of that last quarter, coming right towards Christmas. And basically they are fighting to spend through that budget before the year ends, because if they don't spend the whole budget, maybe next year the boss will give them a lower budget. So normally at the end of quarter four, we get this mad rush and we see the CPM going higher and higher as those advertisers bid it higher and higher as they fight to bid on ads. Next, let's look at RPM. And this is how much YouTubers actually receive per 1,000 views on YouTube after accounting for YouTube's 45% cut and for non-monetized playbacks where no ad is shown. And this can happen because YouTube only has so large of an inventory of ads, okay? So if they've shown all the ads they've got for a particular keyword, it can be possible that no ad shows on a certain video. So RPM is the real figure that YouTubers pay attention to. It's much more important than CPM. Mine is currently sitting at $21.43 on the day I am writing this script, December 20th, which is really high, but it has an average of $12.65 for the month. Now that average is a bit lower because it was distorted by a viral video I had earlier in the month, which was under 8 minutes long. And if you don't know, on YouTube, if you have videos under 8 minutes, you cannot put in mid-roll ads, all right? You can only have ads at the beginning and at the end. This will usually halve the amount of money you can make, and since that one video had so many views around that time, it has distorted the entire average of my channel. You can see the dip right here. So now you know why some YouTubers often stretch videos to over 8 minutes in length. It's because they can put additional ads in the middle of the videos and earn more money. So with those ad rates, we have earned just under $6,000 so far in December 2022, and I'm guessing we are on track for about 8,000, maybe 9,000. If I was at home, I could probably do 10,000, but we're out here on vacation celebrating Christmas in the UK. I haven't been putting out so many videos, so we'll settle for less, but since the RPM is currently so good because it's December, we won't take that much of a hit. Now, before I show you how much I made for the whole year on Google AdSense, let's just take a look at how much I made from my recent viral video, which got 247,000 views. So we did a video analyzing this viral clip of Dave Portnoy from Barstool Sports showing off that he had 45 million Amex points on his American Express Centurion Black Card, and basically analyzing what he could do with those points, how many first-class flights he could take, how much cash back he could exchange them for. I'll give you a clue, it's a lot. And if you want to see that video, the thumbnail looks like this. I'll put it on screen at the end of this video. Anyway, the crazy thing is that this video that has 247,000 views since published only made $1,099. And if we look closer into the revenue analytics, we will see that is because it only had an RPM of $4.45, and that is mainly because it was under 8 minutes and thus only had one ad at the beginning and one at the end, but probably most people don't see the one at the end. If the video is longer than 8 minutes, we typically put an ad every 3 to 4 minutes, so that means that a video of 12 minutes long could potentially have 3 ad breaks plus an ad at the beginning and the end. That's potentially 5 ads that people would see. Now in reality, YouTube may not have enough ad inventory to fill every ad break, but viewers will typically see at least 1 or maybe 2 additional ads in the middle of the video, in addition to the one at the beginning and possibly one at the end if they stay long enough to see the one at the end. And this normally doubles or even could triple the ad revenue for the video. So this video, if it had mid-roll ads, if it was long enough, it would probably make $2,200 or even up to $3,300 rather than the $1,100 or $1,099 that it made. All right, now let's look at the total income we made on YouTube through Google AdSense in 2022. My channel typically averages between $6,000 and $8,000 per month, although I did have a couple of months that were lower than that at the beginning of the year. Okay, January, CPMs and RPMs generally drop around that time. But when we average out across the year, here is actually my statistics for the whole year, and this channel has made pretty much exactly $80,000 with an average RPM of 1364. Now we are about a week away from the end of December, so we'll probably make $2,000 or maybe $3,000 more. But anyway, pretty much 80,000. And that $80,000 was generated from about 6 million views across the whole year. Now, 6 million views on YouTube really isn't that much, and I would say my views are a bit limited since my niche is so narrow. It's not finance in general. We're really zeroed in on credit cards within finance, okay? And the audience for that is not especially big. If we didn't have those higher RPMs from the finance niche, I wouldn't be able to do this as a full-time income. 6 million views really isn't very much. There are many channels that do 6 million views a month or more. If I was doing 6 million views a year on my ski channel, for example, with those RPMs, I'd be earning just around $2,000 a month, which obviously is not enough to live on. But 6 million views a year on a finance channel gives us an average of around $6,500 a month, which is $80,000 a year. And that's a middle-class income, depending where you live, obviously. If you live in Manhattan, $80,000 a year, you're basically below the poverty line. But out in the suburbs or in a medium-sized town or in the countryside in the USA, you can be living pretty comfortably on that. But with me, the story doesn't end there, since most of my money doesn't actually come from YouTube's Google AdSense ads. Anyway, it comes from the sponsorships and affiliate marketing that I do. And I also do employ a full-time editor to edit my videos. And no, I didn't hire someone over in the Philippines. I hire American and support our economy. And so after paying my editor, there wouldn't really be much left from that $80,000 to live on. So I do really rely on my sponsors and affiliate programs for revenue. Like if you want up to 12 free stocks for signing up for Webull and depositing any amount of money with my link below. Yeah, I get a commission for that, but hopefully it brings you guys some value too. And I typically try to work with sponsors and affiliates that deliver value to the viewer. And I turn down ones that I wouldn't use myself. For example, I turned down the sponsorship from the bankrupt crypto brokerage FTX, and I am very glad now that I did. Anyway, don't feel obliged to use our sponsors, but if you do find that they deliver value to you, it is a great way to support the channel. Now, I would love to do a full income breakdown and show you how much we're actually making from each sector, each sponsor and stuff, but since it would involve how much I'm actually charging all these companies, it might not be doable without disclosing kind of private information. It would take a bit of work to get right without revealing that. I might have to do like sector per sector, like, you know, credit card sponsorships, stock sponsorships, which includes several companies, etc. I don't know. Anyway, if you'd be interested in seeing something like that that gives more of a full breakdown of how much a financial YouTuber makes, do leave a like, and if this video gets a lot of likes, maybe I'll consider doing it. But what I can tell you is that YouTube AdSense income probably accounts for around 25% of my total income from my activities on YouTube, with the larger part coming from sponsors and affiliate deals, etc. So it does end up being a few $100,000. I am by no means a millionaire, but I'm getting a very comfortable income off this, and I'm very grateful for having it, and I also know that it may not last forever. And that is why I am currently making the effort to diversify my income through investing in other things. For example, I am currently building an Airbnb cabin in the Catskills Mountains north of New York City that you will be able to stay in around spring of 2023. If you want to see a video about that, it looks like this. You can find it on my channel. I'll also put it on screen in just a moment. My goal for 2023 is to generate $500,000 in revenue from my activities on YouTube, so Google Ads plus sponsorships, and that's revenue, by the way, before expenses, so before paying my editor and any other expenses like software, equipment, etc. Guys, leave me your 2023 goals for life and business below. I'd love to hear what you are looking to do next year. Also, don't forget you can get up to 12 free stocks with Webull using my link below. You can check out my video about Dave Portnoy or my video on my Airbnb cabin, which are on screen now, and we will see you next year. Here's to a great 2023.